Joy it is to see all of you here. We're so grateful that you are. Thank you for your prayers this morning and for your constant and fervent prayers throughout the year. We rely upon them here. I was one of the original founders of this event, and when Tony and Jim called me early on with the vision for this, they said we need a national gathering of prayer, and it was so heavy on my heart. I said we need to add repentance. In fact, we need to start there. I'd been serving in Congress for a few years at that point, had not yet been named Speaker of the House, but that refrain is constant in my own heart. I'm so grateful that we're here on this particular time and this moment and this year, the 250th anniversary of what I say all over the world, everywhere I go, is the greatest nation in the history of the world. I don't even think it's close. We're the most free, most successful, most powerful, most benevolent nation that has ever been, and the reason we are is because we're set in this foundation, our Judeo-Christian heritage, the biblical foundation of the country. It is beyond dispute. A few weeks ago, I was in London. I had the profound honor to be the first U.S. speaker to ever address the British Parliament. And I quoted for them one of their own great statesmen, G.K. Chesterton, as he famously said, "America is the only nation in the world that was founded upon a creed." He said it was listed with theological lucidity in the Declaration of Independence. I'm going to pray, but I want to just share with you all this simple thought. This year, more than any before, we have an immediate opening and opportunity to go straight, not just to evangelism, of course that, but also to talk about the foundations of the country. We cannot take this freedom for granted. Reagan said it is not inherited in the bloodstream. He said it has to be fought for and protected and taught and passed along to the next generation, or they will not understand it. They will not be able to fight for it if they don't understand what their freedom is. Chesterton was right, and we should take everybody straight to that. Take them straight to the second paragraph of the nation's birth certificate, the Declaration. We hold these truths to be self-evident, and when you're talking to young people, stop them, because no one's done this before, and say, wait a minute, what is this self-evident truth? Something that's obvious. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. Whoa, wait a minute. It doesn't say born equal, it says created equal. We hold these truths to be self-evident, all men are created equal, and that they're endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. Among these, the rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The central, profound, bold proclamation, the first nation in the history of the world that had ever done so, declaring that our rights do not come from government, they come from God. They don't come from a king, they come from the King of Kings, and there are all sorts of implications that come from that.